Good morning to all of you. Let's based on some more questions or some more problems on the chapter waves. So this question is related to the you are already studying the concept in which this you have to calculate the speed of a transverse wave in a string. So this is the question on that topic. A steel wire of length 1 meter has a mass of 7 into 10 raised to minus 3 kg. If a tension of 60 Newton is applied to the wire, what is the speed of transverse wave on the wire? So in this question, we have to apply the concept of speed of a transverse wave in the string. So solutions for this question. And the given things are in this problem is the first we have to write given things. That given thing in this question is the length of the wire is given to you. That length of the wire is how much? 1 meter. Length of the wire is that is L is equals to 1 meter. So length of the wire is given to you. Along with the length, there is a mass of 7 into 10 raised to minus 3 kg. Mass of the steel wire is 7 into 10 raised to minus 3 kg. It is also given to you. So mass of the wire is M is equals to 7 into 10 raised to minus 3 kg. Along with this, they are also given the value of tension. That tension is how much? This tension is nothing but a force. Tension is how much? It is equals to 60 Newton. After writing all these given things, which formula you have to put in this problem to get the answer of this question? So the formula is speed of a transverse wave in the string. The formula of this concept is V is equals to, where V stands for the velocity of the transverse wave in the wire. V is equals to root of capital T whole divided by mu, where V stands for velocity of the transverse wave in the wire is equals to root of T, where T stands for the tension in the wire and mu stands for the, where mu is the mass per unit length of the wire. So where T is the, where T is the tension in the string. Tension in the string or wire. Tension in the wire or string. Along with this, the mu is the mass per unit length of the wire. So how can you calculate mu? The mu formula is nothing but what? It is mass per unit length of the wire. So it is nothing but mass divided by length. And mass is given to you. That mass is how much here? Mass of the wire is 7 into 10 raised to minus 3 kg. Whole divided length of the wire is how much? It is 1 meter. So 7 into 10 raised to minus 3 divided by 1 is, we get the same thing. That answer is 7 into 10 raised to minus 3 kg per meter of n raised to minus 1. So this is the value of mu. How can you calculate mu with this given data? So mu is equals to mass per unit length of the wire. When mu is calculated as mass divided by length, the mass of the wire is 7 into 10 raised to minus 3 kg. Length of the wire is 1 meter. Once you divide this term divided by 1, you get the answer is 7 into 10 raised to minus 3 kg per meter. This is nothing but your mu value. So after getting this value, you have to substitute it in this form. Then V is equals to root of the value of tension is 60 Newton, hold here by nu is nothing but your 7 into 10 raised to minus 3, then V is equals to 60 into 10 raised to 3, when 10 raised to minus 3, 10 raised to minus 3, take it in the numerator, then becomes 10 raised to minus 3 becomes 10 raised to plus 3, hold here by 7. Then V is equals to, you can write it as 6 into 10. So then this 10 raised to 3 becomes 10 raised to 4. 60 can be written as 6 into 10 into 10 raised to 3. Hold here 7. Then V is equals to 6 into 10 raised to 1 plus 3 becomes 10 raised to 4. Hold here by 7. Then V is equals to 10 raised to 4. Take it outside from the root. Then becomes 10 raised to 2. Root of 6 divided by 7. Once you simplify this equation, you get nearly answer is 92 point something. So 92 meter per second. This is the velocity of transverse wave in the wire. Let's take one more example on the basis of speed of the transverse wave in the wire. This is the second question on this topic. So in this question, a steel wire 3 millimeter in diameter is kept under the tension of 2 kilonewton. Find the speed of the transverse wave in the wire. Full stop. So given thing is given, it is given that density of the steel wire is 7.9 into 10 raised to 3 kg per meter. So this is the second question on the basis of the speed of transverse wave in the string. So let's solve this problem. Solution. So first we have to write given thing in this question. Given is a steel wire 3 millimeter in diameter. So diameter of the wire is given to you. That diameter is 3 millimeter, and diameter is given to you, that this diameter is in millimeter. So we have to convert millimeter into the meter. So 3 millimeter becomes in meter. Then millimeter, 1 millimeter is nothing but it is 1 millimeter equals to 10 raised to minus 3 meter. So 3 millimeter becomes 3 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter. So we have to convert diameter of the wire. It is given to you in millimeter. Now we have to convert this millimeter into the meter. Next is kept under the tension of 2 kilonewton. So tension is also given to you. That tension is denoted as capital T. So tension is 2 kilonewton, where kilo stands for the 10 raised to 3. So in case of kilo, we have to write it as 10 raised to 3 Newton. Tension is given to, so I have mentioned it, T is equals to 2 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. Find the speed of the transverse wave in the wire. Given is density of the steel wire is given to. So density is denoted as rho. Density of steel wire is, density of the steel wire is, and it is denoted as rho, is equals to 7.9 into 10 raised to 3 kg per meter. So after writing all the given things, next we have to put here a formula regarding to this question. So velocity of the transverse wave in the string having two formulas. One formula is nothing but your V is equals to root of capital T diagonal. This formula is used when nu is given to you, when nu stands for the mass per unit length of the wire, or we equals to root of t divided by velocity in terms of mass per unit, velocity of the transverse wave in terms of the density of the material. So formula here pi r square rho. In these two formula, which formula we have to use? We have to use this formula, not this one, because in this question they are not given the value of nu. So take this formula to solve this type of question, where density and radius of the wire is given. But here the radius, here is the density, but in the given thing, here in this question diameter is given to you, and diameter is how much? 3 millimeter. But in this formula you have the radius. So first we have to convert this diameter of the steel wire is converted into the radius of the steel wire. So how can you calculate diameter? How can you calculate diameter? How can you calculate radius with the help of diameter? So you use basic formula. Where is radius is nothing but it is the half of the diameter. So R is equals to d by 2, where d stands for the diameter of the steel wire, where R stands for the radius of the steel wire. Because of this formula we have to use the radius, so that's why I have to convert diameter into the radius of the wire. So R is equals to d by 2, where d is given to how much it is? D is 3 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter. 3 into 10 raised to minus 3 whole divided by 2. So 3 divided by 2 is nothing but your 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter. So this becomes the radius of the steel wire. Now we have to substitute all these values in this form. Then V is equals to root of tension is given to you how much it is? 2 into 10 raised to 3 whole divided by pi is given to you, that is 3.14 multiplied with radius. Radius is how much? It is 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 3. 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 square. Then rho is given to you. Rho is how much? It is 7.9 into 10 raised to 3. V is equals to root of 2 into 10 raised to 3 whole divided by 3.14 into 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 whole square multiply 7.9 into 10 raised to 3. It gives you V is equals to 2 into 10 raised to 3 whole divided by 3.14 multiplied 1.5 square is 2.25. 10 raised to minus 3 multiplied with 2, it becomes 10 raised to minus 6 multiplied 7.9 into 10 raised to 3. This 10 raised to 3, this 10 raised to 3 get cancelled out. Then V is equals to root of 2 divided by 3.14 multiplied 2.25 multiplied 10 raised to minus 6 7.9. Take this 10 raised to minus 6 in the numerator, then becomes 2 into 10 raised to 6. Multiply all these terms, you get 55.81. Once you multiply 3.14, multiply 2.25, multiply 7.8, gives you 55.8. Then V is equals to, take this 10 raised to 6, take it outside from the root, then it becomes 10 raised to 3. Now 2 divided by 55.81. Once you solve this term, you get, so V is equals to 10 raised to 3 root of 2 divided by 55.81. Then V is equals to 10 raised to 3. Once you divide by 2 divided by 55.81, you get 0.035. The root of this value is V is equals to 10 raised to 3 multiplied with 0.187. 1 multiply 0.187 multiply 10 raised to 3, you get V 187 meter per second. So this is the velocity of transverse wave in the wire. The solution of these two questions which is given in the previous video. The solution of this question and this question. Check your answer with my answer. This is your first problem. Y is equals to 0.03 sin pi in the bracket t divided by 0.02 minus x divided by 0.2. In this question or in this problem, you have to calculate amplitude, wavelength, frequency, and wave velocity. So first, we have to rewrite this equation to convert it in the standard form of the progressive wave. So y is equals to 0.03 sin. We have to multiply this pi inside the bracket because we have to convert this equation in the standard equation of the progressive wave. So y is equals to 0.03 sin pi multiplied with t gives you pi t whole divided by 0.02 minus pi multiplied with x, it becomes pi x whole divided by 0.2. Now you can compare this equation with the standard equation of a progressive. That is y is equals to a sin omega t minus kx. So this is your standard equation of a progressive. So y is equals to, now you can calculate amplitude. So y both are compared with each other. In place of a we have 0.03. So this 0.03 becomes an amplitude of this wave. It is 0.03 meter. After getting the amplitude, now we have to calculate wave or frequency. Let's take frequency first. A is replaced by 0.03. Here the sine function, here is also sine function, here is the t, here is also t present. In place of omega, we have pi divided by 0.02. So this omega is nothing but your angular frequency. It is written as 2 pi f pi divided by 0.02. This pi that cancel out. Then 2f is equals to 1 divided by 0.02. Then f becomes, multiply this 2 with this term. Then becomes 1 divided by 0.04. Simplified, you get 25 hertz or 25 per second. So this is nothing but a frequency. This is nothing but a frequency, and frequency is measured in hertz or per second. After getting this frequency, now we have to calculate the wave. So here is the x, here is also x. In place of k, we have pi divided by 0.2. Then k is equals to pi divided by 0.2, where k is nothing but your propagation constant or angular wave number. So k is written as 2 pi by lambda whole divided by pi divided by 0.2. This pi will cancel out. 2 divided by lambda is nothing but 1. 2 by lambda is equals to how much? 1 divided by 0.2. Then lambda becomes, your answer is, for lambda is equals to, it is 0.4, and lambda is nothing but wavelength. Wavelength is measured in meter. This is the wavelength. This is the frequency. In the last step, we have to calculate wave velocity. So wave velocity is calculated by V is equals to frequency multiplied wave. And V is equals to how frequency is your 25. How much is the wavelength? 0.4. Then V is equals to 25 multiplied 0.4 can be written as 4 by 10. Then your 25 multiplied 4 is 100. 100 divided by 10 is nothing but this 0 get cancelled. Then wave velocity is V is equals to 10 meter per second. This is the wave velocity, this is the wavelength, this is the frequency, this is the angle. Let's move on to the next question. Here it is already in the standard form of the progressive wave equation. So y is equals to a sin omega t minus kx. Y is equals to y by compared with each other. In place of amplitude we have 0.6. So amplitude becomes A is equals to 0.6 meter. After calculating the amplitude, next we have to calculate angular frequency. That is omega is equals to, in place of t we have t, in place of omega we have 500 pi. So omega can be written as 2 pi f is equals to 500 pi. This pi get cancelled. Then 2f equals to 500. Then frequency becomes 250 hertz or 250 per second. This is the frequency. After getting the amplitude, frequency, now we have to calculate wavelength. So in place of A we have 4 pi. So K is equals to 4 pi. So K is nothing but a propagation constant or angular wave number, and K is replaced by 2 pi by lambda is equals to 4 pi. Pi cancel, 2 1 ja, 2 2 ja. Your answer is 1 by lambda is equals to 1 by lambda is equals to this pi will cancel out, 2 1 ja, 2 2 ja. So 1 by lambda equals to 2. Then how much is the lambda? Lambda is equals to 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is nothing but 0.5 meter. This is your wavelength. And the last is your wave velocity. So wave velocity is nothing but your frequency multiplied wavelength. Then V is equals to how much is this frequency? Frequency is your 250 hertz. Multiplied wavelength. Wavelength is how much? 0.5. Then V is equals to 250 multiplied 0.5. This 0.5 can be written as 5 divided by 10. This 0.5 is can be written as 5 divided by 10. 5 divided by 10 it also gives you 0.5. This 0 get cancelled out. Then V is equals to 25 multiplied 5. It gives you 125 meter per second. This is the velocity, wavelength, frequency, amplitude of this progressive. Thank you for watching today's video. In the next video, we study the superposition of